Hello everyone. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. I am here with one of the mini Victorian photo album journals that I have finished. So these were the guts of the old photo album. There were no photos in this one, unfortunately. I think I did have I had one tiny cabinet card photo that I did tuck in this journal. So here's the front, and this is like a suede. Isn't it pretty? I'm in love with it. And on the spine it says album. And I reinforced the spine. I didn't change anything. I just reinforced it from the inside. And here's the back. There's some little fuzzies on it. But you can see it's got, you know, a little bit of the wear and the grunge. And this is wood under the fabric. It's wood, which I find fascinating. And here's the closure, the back, the side, and the front. So let's, and of course, it never fails. I always forget to count the pages before I turn on the camera. So I will count them after and put it in the description box below. So what I did on this one, I didn't put any pockets in the front or back. I don't know, I thought this paper went perfect, and I wanted it to feel more like a book, an album, you know, what have you. So I didn't put anything. If you purchase this and you would like some pockets in the front or back, or you would like an ex libris plate in the back, just let me know, and I can do that for you, no problem. No problem at all. Oh, I guess I could measure it. I'm all out of sorts. All out of sorts today. Let's see, we are about 5 3/4 tall, about 4 3/4 wide, and almost 2 inches thick. So I took this page and I cut this part out because it has the person's name that was on the inside page of the album, and it's dated April 9th, 1881. And it looks like it's written in pencil. If I hold it up close. But I just thought that was fun. And I thought it would be nice to leave it in the album. And there's just some bits of ephemera that I've made tucked in here in a little tag. There's lots of sewing and fabric. There's a little key and gypsy bell hanging off of this end. And this is one of the night letter scans. You'll see it on the other side. There's some old book pages, some ledger paper that I have made small and printed out, and some mulberry paper. This is one of those typewriting self-taught pages that I've tucked in here. On the other side of the mulberry, here's the night letter from the Western Union Telegraph Company. Some more tea stained, some ledger. There's a little tuck here with a vintage postcard from 1904. That's an original. Tucked in there. I think this is one of Nick's pages. This is a digi from the old design shop, front and back. There's a little pocket here made out of a dictionary with a vintage receipt tucked in there. Another old book page, some old notebook paper, some more of the typewriting paper. I scanned this piece of vintage ledger with the rusty paper clip on it. I thought that was fun. And some more book page. There's another pocket here made with some Tim Holtz wallpaper with a quote. And then I've stuck a vintage recipe card and a little journal card in there. There's some Tim Holtz fabric sewn on the edge of that page. This is another digi from the old design shop, from our Etsy shop. And so is this one, I think. Oh, I get them mixed up. This is one of Nick's pages. I'll have to double check this one. I'll get back to you guys on that. Some of the ice coupons with some vintage lace there. Some more ledger. And these two pages that I've clipped on with the skeleton clip were out of the album. So there's this one, and then there's also a blank index. So I just thought it would be fun to leave those in there, let you play with them. Some digital stamping. There's a vintage library catalog card. Some more of the notebook paper that I've put a stamp on. Here's another tuck spot with a itty bitty cabinet card that I had tucked in there. Some more of the ledger, some more digi pages. This is a piece of the paintable wallpaper that I tea stained, and I just made a little pocket out of it. And there's a vintage flash card in there. I like the way that turned out. I'm gonna do some more. I think I'll make some tags or something out of that. Some more of the vintage ledger. Some fabric sewn on here. A little dictionary page. Another one of those ledger pages. More notebook. And the other side of each of those. Other side of the ledger. There's a little pocket here with a mini tag. And this is one of the original calling cards that I have the scans of in my shop. So I tucked one of those in here. Some more digital stamping, some more typewriting book, some mulberry paper. There's a double pocket here made out of a vintage book page with just some tea stain paper and one of the calling card pieces in there. I believe that's out of a Shakespeare book. There's a Western Union Telegraph Company digi that I have, and I'm going to get those in the shop soon. There's some trim sewn on there with one of the Tim Holtz laundry pins. And then on this side is a little tuck with a vintage check from 1934. Some more mulberry paper. The other side, that's the back side of the Western Union page on here. Some more sewing paper, parchment, more parchment. This is a little envelope I made out of Tim Holtz wallpaper, and I put a magnet inside so it stays shut. And then inside, I tucked, there's a little jukebox slip, and I believe this is a cigar wrapper. I thought those were fun, tucked in there, and that stays shut nice. A little bit of washi, some more mulberry paper. Here's a vintage receipt, and this is the real deal. Let's see. It looks like 1843 maybe? Sometimes that writing is hard to read. This is just a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, more from the old design shop. And another one of the night letters. I put it in the middle so the whole thing would show. Some more of the ledger. Some more digital stamping. This tag I made into a pocket and then chucked another tag in it. Right there. Some more mulberry paper. A little bit of sewing there. Here's some sari with a rusty itty bitty safety pin on the top. And there's a little pocket on this side with a double vintage bank deposit slip. And here is the last page, and the front and the back match. And let's see if we can get an idea of pages while we're here. Let me see here. And hold on now, I just have to do a little math. All right, looks like we're right around 200 pages, give or take, 1 or 2 either side, without counting the whole thing. So let's find our little album pages. Oh well, I'll clip it back in there. I'll find them and clip them back in there. There it is for now. So there it is, this itty bitty. I will put this up in the Etsy shop this evening. I think it's 7:30 here, so it'll be going up shortly. And I hope you guys love it. I have 2 more of the big ones that I'm gonna do, but that probably won't happen till closer to the end of the year. I've got a list a mile long that I need to either get done and get shipped or get caught up on. And I know I promised you guys that free class. That's still in the works. And my company will be leaving tomorrow, but then I think I have more company coming in over the weekend, but it's okay. And I will be back with you guys just as quick as I can. I think I will also be having another big live sale. Big. It'll be a big one. Might be even be a 2-dayer towards the end of the month. So be watching for info on that. And I hope you guys have a great week. And I will see you guys again soon. Goodbye, everyone.